Welcome to the recap of the day, where we recap the biggest highlights from the world of football in the last 24 hours. We kick off the Saturday recap with the Premier League and its Super Saturday. In the Goodison Park, live after Rafa Benitez for Everton didn't get off to the best of starts, as Everton lost 1-0 to their opponents Aston Villa, thanks to the only goal from Emiliano Buendia in the stoppage time of the first half, as the Toffees remain at 16th place, hovering around the relegation zone, only 4 points ahead of 18th Newcastle. Speaking of them, and they managed only their second win of the campaign as they beat Leeds United at Elland Road 1-0, thanks to Jonjo Shelvey's 76-minute free kick, as they try to kickstart their survival in the Premier League. In the Community Stadium, Brentford had their second loss in a row this week, as they inclined to Bruno Lage's Wolves 2-1. The game knew a ridiculous 90-minute stoppage in the first half, as a drone descended on the pitch and forced the referee to evacuate it immediately. In the second half, João Moutinho gave the visitors the lead 3 minutes in, before Ivan Toney equalised in the 71st minute, only for Ruben Neves to give his outfit the win in the 78th minute. To Manchester, and it seems like Ralph Rangnick's side is gathering pace, as a very late 90-plus minute goal from Marcus Rashford snatched them the 3 points for their second win in a row against West Ham, to usurp their opponents at a 4th place, with 38 points and a game in hand still to play. Finally, in the late game at St Mary's, Man City's 11-win run was snapped by their host Southampton, who had the best of starts as Kyle Walker-Peters scores the opener inside 6 minutes, leaving City to dominate the rest of the game. They were wasteful though for most of the game until the 76th minute, until Aymeric Laporte headed in the equaliser, which was the final scoreline, as City's lead in now collapsed to 11 points, with the rest of the round on Sunday that sees Liverpool travel to face Crystal Palace, while Chelsea hosts Tottenham in the top billing in the weekend. To Spain, and round 22 of Laliga continued with 4 games on the menu on Saturday. In the Ciudad de Valencia, Levante lost 2-0 to Cadiz in a relegation head-to-head. Alvaro Negredo opened the scoring in the 34th minute, and Salvi scored the winner in the 74th minute for the Andalusian side. In La Ceramica, Villarreal ran off winners of Mallorca 3-0. Franco Russo scored in his own net to give the Yellow Submarines the advantage within 15 minutes, with Manu Trigueros adding the second in the 34th minute, while Dani Parejo made it 3 from the spot with 5 minutes to go. In the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan, and Sevilla missed another yet opportunity to catch up to Real Madrid, as they only drew against their guests Celta Vigo 2-2. Saying that, Sevilla had to actually come back from a 2-0 lead for Celta Vigo inside the first half for Franco Cervi and Iago Aspas. Similar to Celta Vigo's quickfire double in the first half, Sevilla had one of their own as Papu Gomez came in from the bench to half the deficit in the 71st minute, before Oliver Torres got the draw in the 74th minute. This makes the gap 4 points now behind Real Madrid, who play Elche on Sunday. In the Wanda Metropolitano, Atletico Madrid provided all the drama needed as they came back from 2-0 down at half-time against Valencia, thanks to goals from Yunus Musa and Hugo Duro in the 25th and 44th minute, to win 3-2, thanks to goals from Matheus Cunha and 2 late goals in the 91st and 93rd minute from Angel Correa and Mario Hermoso to give Atari their full spot back before the rest of the round on Sunday. To Germany, and as usual, the Saturday was packed with 6 matches on the menu in the Bundesliga. In Sinsheim, Borussia Dortmund got a crucial 3-2 away win to Hoffenheim. Erling Haaland went down injured and left late in the game, but only after leaving his mark, scoring the opener in the 6th minute. Andrej Kramaric equalised for the hosts at the stroke of half-time. Marco Reus stepped up for Dortmund to give them the lead again, before an own goal made it 3-1 for the visitors in the 66th minute, while Jorginho Rutter scored the second for Hoffenheim, which wasn't enough as Borussia Dortmund reduced the gap to 3 points behind Bayern before their game against Hertha on Sunday. Bayer Leverkusen had yet another impressive showing as they overran Augsburg 5-1, with Moussa Diaby bagging in a hat-trick to help his side to the 3 points. Borussia Mönchengladbach dropped yet more points at home as they lost to Union Berlin 2-1 to remain dangerously hovering around the bottom of the table, 4 points above the relegation spots. Freiburg continued their impressive showings, beating one of those sides in the relegation zone, beating Stuttgart 2-0. Greuther Fürth shockingly beat 10th place Mainz 2-1 at home for only their second win of the campaign. And to cap off the action there, VfL Bochum shared the spoils with the visitors FC Köln after the scoreline reads 2-2 at the end of the game. To Italy, and round 23 of the Serie A carried on with 3 games on Saturday. The day started with a goalless draw between Genoa and Udinese at the Luigi Ferraris. In Giuseppe Meazza, it was a tough day for the defending champions Inter as they had to dig deep to beat Venezia 2-1. The visitors started off well as Thomas Henry gave them the shock lead within 20 minutes. Nicola Barella made it 1-1 5 minutes before half-time. But Inter couldn't find the net before the 90th minute when Edin Dzeko gave the Nerazzurri the all-important win to widen the gap to 5 points ahead of Milan, who play Juventus on Sunday. In the Olimpico, Lazio and Atalanta played yet another goalless draw, with the second in a row for the Bergamo outfit to round up the action on Saturday as the gap goes up to 9th point behind Inter at the 4th place for them. The round continues on Saturday with AC Milan hosting Juventus in the biggest fixture in the Italian weekend. To round off the recap and in some other news, the draws for the African World Cup qualifiers playoffs have been held yesterday in Douala, Cameroon, and it resulted in some tasty clashes. Mo Salah will go head-to-head against his Liverpool teammate Sadio Mane as Egypt face Senegal. Algeria was drawn against Cameroon, Ghana faces Nigeria, Democratic Republic of Congo faces Morocco, while Tunisia is going to meet Mali again in 2022 as they were drawn against each other. These matches are set to take place in March over 2 legs to determine the 5 African delegates in Qatar's World Cup later this year. Also in Africa too, the round of 16 of the African Cup of Nations kicks off on Sunday as Burkina Faso plays Gabon and Nigeria plays Tunisia in an anticipated clash. Thanks for watching, that's it for the recap of the day. I was your host, the HOD of the PSB. Like the video, share, comment and subscribe, and follow us on social media. The links are in the description. I was your host, the HOD of the PSB, and goodbye.